especially if you get a good one with a good running motor. The cars are beautiful.
Listen, this car, literally, I'm gonna get a sticker made for the back window that says "nightmare" because the car was a fucking nightmare.
They are.
But
Can't even lie.
you know what? I love this car. I love it. It's honest to God. Maybe I haven't driven enough nice cars, but this is the nicest car I've driven ever.
To me, that is the problem. Listen to me. That is the problem with Audis and Volkswagens, especially those years. You fall in love with how they drive, but they are the pains in the butt to maintain.
Dude. Well, here's the thing. This particular car, okay, this particular car was just a project because my truck mechanic had this car, but the motor blew up. Okay, fine, whatever. And I always saw the car in his garage, and I'm like, yo, what's wrong with the car? He's like, the head blew on it. And I got to do the head, but he didn't have time to fix it. But the car was beautiful. And I'm like, yo, man, how much you want for the car? He's like, give me like $400 or $500 for it. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. And so for me, I was like, you know what? Because my boys are coming up and they're getting into cars, right? The whole Fast and the Furious phenomenon, whatever. They're getting into cars, but they don't know nothing about cars. So I'm like, you know what? Head, okay, no problem. $500. I buy a head, this and that, whatever. Put the car back together. Maybe $1,200. I got a good running car. Yeah, okay. $2,000 later, the car's running.
How many thousands later? Let me hear that number.
Fuck that. No. It gets worse. Because $2,000 later, the car blows up after a month.
Oh.
Sits in my driveway for almost 2 years. But I have so much money into the motor now because when you start doing it, you're like, oh, you might as well do this. You might as well do that.
Welcome to the Audi Experience.
Exactly. So,
bro.
It gets worse now.
Yeah, bro. It becomes a project.
My driveway now. It sits in my driveway now for 2 years, almost 2 years, and I'm like, I gotta get this car out of my driveway, and I've already got too much money into it to junk it. Well, I'm not junking it. So I can't get to it. I send it to a mechanic.
Oh Jesus!
He puts the car back together.
Yep.
And once the car is running, he calls me. He goes, "You want the good news or the bad news?" And I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "The good news is the car's running. The bad news is your turbo's no good."
Yep.
I'm like, okay. How much is the turbo? He's like $250. I'm like, all right, get the turbo, no problem. Get the turbo, put the turbo in, calls me back. You want the good news or the bad news?
Oh my God.
I'm like,
this is normal.
I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, your car's running good, the turbo's perfect, but your head's cracked. What the fuck are you talking about? The head's cracked. The head's brand new. Legit, the head is cracked.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, but now I don't know if it's the head or the block. So and the mechanic is telling me the same thing, and I'm like,
I can't.
I'm like, okay, what? I'm like, so what's up? He's like, well, I can get you a whole motor for $650. I'm like, not a penny more. Not a penny more.
Yeah, right.
He's like, okay.
Exactly.
No. You know what though? He lives up to it. This guy, the whole thing is, this mechanic, he's got the same car.
Ready?
He's got the identical car as me. So I know he knows the car.
But his car, yours is up.
He gets me a motor, 650, and he puts it in. Don't get me wrong, it cost me $2,000 in the end anyway. Hold on. I'm happy. The car's running good. I'm happy.
You happy for now. I'm happy for you, but you happy for now. That's the Volkswagen law. You're only happy for now.
Stop.
Let me tell you
That's
something.
a lie
If the
to go.
fucking car blows a headlight, it's going to the junkyard. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
And here's the thing. I drive a GLI right now, but I can't even say that I had a good experience with Volkswagens. I have a bad experience with Volkswagens, which is why I drive a GLI right now. So I'm curious to how this car is going to hold up over time. And I'm driving. You know
Listen,
what I mean? I drive all the time.
this is my experience with Volkswagens. Volkswagens are great when they're new. When they start getting around that 100,000 mile mark, get rid of it as fast as you can. Sell it,
Interesting.
lose it, because they require a ton of maintenance. I had a 2004 Passat 1.8 turbo. $1,200 I bought it for. Ended up spending like another $2,000 in the car.
Oh yeah.
I agree with.
Hold up.
Still won't pass.
What
Still wouldn't pass emissions.
Good
What
question.
kind of gas you running in it?
Good question.
What kind of gas you running in it though?
Ultra 93.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree with you. Well, I do. But you said that car was a 2008, right?
No, 2004.
2004. Yeah, I agree with you with the older cars. That 100,000 mark was the benchmark. Now with the newer cars, I think if you take care of that car, if you maintain that car proper, you can get a 200,000 or 150 at least thousand mark before you say bye-bye car. If you bought that car from new and you've taken care of it from day one all the way through.
Toyota.
I believe you can get away with that with the newer
in my defense, I drive the hell out of my cars. I drive the hell out of my cars.
But you
And-
drive.
Thanks, Gary. Thank you, Gary.
The only thing that saves this Audi right now is that it's automatic. And I only bought it automatic because I bought this car as a project.
You bought the car broken.
No, but you know what it is? I bought the car because I would have never bought an automatic car. I bought this car because it was cheap, and I was like, you know what? Let me show my boys. I wanted to show my boys what makes a motor tick. Because when I told my oldest son, Tyrell, when I told him
I'm gonna talk after him.
he was like, can I drive it? I'm like, it has no head.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but my phone is dying and I'm being rude to my company, so I have to go. You guys have a great night.
Have a good one, bro.
Oh, so I'm not the only one that had one job. I finally sorted my shit out, and you got to go.
Later, Chris.
All right, Chris, take it easy.